park because you have a harder able to do as much to clear and debris and that sort of thing. So the park is a little more difficult to walk around and that sort of thing. There are less people here. I mean, you can see there's absolutely no people around me. The monkeys are actually probably down about 200 meters, 300 meters down the path. And if I don't lose cell connection, you'll be able to see that here in a second. So I'm going to walk with you. And when I see the monkeys, you'll see the monkeys. So that's the way it goes. If I don't find them right now, it means they're much further towards the back of the park. And I for sure will lose cell connection before I hit the back of the park. It's just really always bad back there for cell. Now I can talk pretty openly, freely, and loudly at the moment because there is not a single long-tailed macaque in sight. Well, once I do sight them, I typically get quiet. I might be able to whisper to you a little bit, but usually I don't like to talk, especially when I'm by myself around them, because it becomes a disruption for their behavior. They pay attention to me, and they're actually so habituated to me that typically they won't pay attention to me, and that's what I want because I'm looking to watch their behaviors. Yeah, as you can see, like I said, the park is in kind of a disrepair mode. There aren't a lot of visitors right now, and they do. So yeah, already the cell connections just kind of going in and out. Now I've had a bit. I'm gonna talk for a second to you guys. So I've had a bit of a health issue. Last month I was in the hospital for more than a week with pneumonia. And it was rough ending, and I'm glad that I passed through it, and I feel fine now, and everything is pretty much good. Oh, I have found the monkeys. Hold on. So you probably can't see them from here, but they're by the water's edge. You'll see a lot of trees moving. They're still not close to me. They're not up on the path or anything. They're down at the water's edge, which is down this direction. I've got my drinking bottle. I should probably put that away because they will get a little bit excited to see my water bottle, but I have deep pockets. I can put that away. There we go. I did not expect them to find, I did not expect to find the troop here, so this is interesting. It's early in the morning. It's like 7:30 here, and typically they get up when the sun comes up, so the sun comes up around 6 o'clock. And they are slow moving as a group, so they will start down this way at back of the park where they sleep, and they will slowly move all the way up and go down, kind of parallel to the path all the way towards the front. And they do that because they're foraging, they're looking for their breakfast. And right now I can see seven of the troop members. So probably right now you've got a lot of the young males, you got a lot of the juveniles that don't have responsibilities with young or anything like that, so they kind of go in advance a little bit of the group. And then the mothers with the babies and the young ones, the very young ones, will actually be far to the back, and they'll make their way up much slower because it needs to be safe. And the good thing that the young ones do is they actually kind of keep a lookout for natural predators or people that are causing problems, and they give alarm calls. So they do things. So what you see going by me on the motorbikes is actually the park workers, and they're going to do the upkeep. There's a bittern down there, nice bird, very tropical bird here. And I'll say hello to everybody. Yeah, for the people complaining about the video image, I am deep into the park, so the cell service is really bad back here. Really bad. And the video gets really pixelated. I'm sorry about that. It's, for what it's worth, it's crystal clear to me. That's a joke. But Again, the troop right now is kind of stalled out, so the young ones that were in this area are still in this area, and I can see up in the canopy a little further down some movement. The branches are swaying, so I'm going to walk down this direction. I'm going to become a little more quiet. Ja, ich kann Deutsch sprechen. However, I choose to use English on this channel. So, where are the rest of the group? So they are staying pretty far out, and I'm going to get a little bit closer. You might be able to see more. Okay. I will lose cell service here. I am looking for the tail end of the troop. So I'm going to go down a little bit further and get away from these ones that are, for what it looks like, they're in the canopy. There's a water monitor lizard down here. Right there. And that is about almost 2 meter long reptile. Not like a crocodile, they're a little more shy, but we do get saltwater crocodile in this area too. Yeah. Sorry guys, I'm distracted because the park is actually in pretty bad shape, and I'm not used to walking around debris as I go along here, so I mean this is just kind of bad. It looks like the second part of the troop may be disconnected, so I think the second part of the troop with the babies are going to be further down by the layer. I'm going to walk in that direction and I'll lose you, but I'm not going to say much from here on out. So one of the main focuses of the park is actually mangrove restoration, and they replant new saplings of mangroves. And that's actually an amazing thing for an area like Jakarta. This is an estuary area anyway, a Muara, and they need mangroves as kind of a form of protection from seasonal flooding, climate change, if you will, whatever. And those mangroves are just the best natural barriers that can be out there. Okay, this is where I would expect to run into the nursery. That would be the mamas, the babies. The old males actually hang out with the nursery as well. Their lair is actually at the end of this pathway here, so we're very close to where they sleep at night. So if there is that second part of the group, they're going to be between here and the end of this path. It's a very small park. There's actually a squirrel up there I thought was a monkey for a second. Very small monkey. You know, the other primate that you can find in Jakarta's urban areas is actually the loris. Not very common. They're very small areas, pockets of areas, where you can find the loris. The loris is a nocturnal primate, very small animal. And I have yet to see one in the wild, actually, so I would love to come across it, but I don't come to the park at night. Just logistically, it doesn't work out for me. I don't live right next to the park. I actually live about 30 kilometers kind of southwest of the park, southeast of the park. So, okay, I'm not seeing signs of monkey life. They could be over here. There's actually part of the park, this part of the park extends out in this direction for about 100 actually for the young, because it gives them extra layers of protection, and the mamas can sit in trees with the young ones and they don't have to worry about too much going on. Yeah. Now possibly some monkeys. Hold on. So this tree house was built pretty recently, in the middle of last year, and I never see anybody go up it. I have yet to go up it because, to be honest, I just don't have a desire to be above the monkeys, and I would actually hate to be up there and have the monkeys come join me for some reason. That would be weird. Oh, look, water monitor running. They are skittish. They're very shy, even though they're so big, and they are predators. I mean, they could attack if they wanted to, but I have never had a water monitor challenge me. I've always seen them take off running, and usually I won't even see them before I'm very close to them, so they actually don't go out of their way to be aggressive. I can show you this one. Kind of swimming away there. And he'll dive because he knows I'm watching. They have pretty good vision. Okay, so the lair itself, when I talk about the lair, I'm talking about where they sleep at night. That's kind of that brick wall right there. If the mamas and the babies were hanging out, I would actually see them from here because I could see both sides. It's very narrow here. So I'm going to walk back to where the other group was. And if I don't lose you, cool. And if I do lose you, I hope you have a wonderful day, wonderful night, wonderful morning. And I'm going to be quiet now. Yeah, you know what, actually, and I love taking pictures of them. I have my trusty Canon with me. So I think I'm going to